going on, everybody? Harry here, and yes, here we are talking about the last UFC of the year, the last UFC of 2024, UFC on ESPN. Let's get straight into it. The co-main event for this card is Cub Swanson versus Billy Quarantillo. I think I'm saying that correctly. I think this is going to be a feeder for Quarantillo. I think Cub Swanson's always game. He always brings his hard hat. He always brings his lunch pail. He always comes in swinging. But I think Quarantillo is going to get him. And we're going to just see what happens next with Cub Swanson. Cub Swanson's a guy that's not going for the title. He's not, a top 15 or top 10 fighter, but he's always very entertaining, and he's a great guy to put on for the last card of the year on ESPN, where with the whole world watching, basically. Your main event is Colby Covington versus Joaquin Buckley. This is a great main event. This could be a co-main event on a pay-per-view, and arguably a main event if there was title implications. Joaquin Buckley has had tons of highlight finishes, highlight knockouts. Again, another guy that brings his lunch pail to work, and just comes out swinging, has some nasty knockouts. Colby Covington we haven't seen for a little bit, taking a couple L's lately, and always makes it to the dance, can never get the girl. What I mean by that, he's had a few title opportunities besides the interim belt that he had, but can never get the undisputed championship. And I don't think we'll ever see that again, or I don't think he'll get into that conversation anymore. Time has kind of passed him, and he's not very active. He's still very entertaining. He's still top 10 fighter in the world. I just don't see him getting close to the title anymore. I think that ship has sailed, but again, you never know. This game is crazy. Maybe he fights so I'm assuming Colby Covington is going to beat Joaquin Buckley. He's going to pepper him up. He's going to outbox him. He's going to just volley him up and win by decision. Now, you can easily see Joaquin Buckley, just with his athleticism and his rashness and his power. He can catch Colby. He could possibly knock Colby out. Just fast twitch muscles that he has, and speed, athleticism, all of that. He can catch Colby, but I think if Colby just roughs him up with his boxing and his volume, I think he can squeeze out a decision versus Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley's best chance to me is to rush him and outspeed him, athletize him basically, and try to get a highlight reel knockout, which would be devastating for Colby, because Colby still thinks he's in the title run. He can win a few fights, maybe fight Leon Edwards, and try to fight the champion. But again, I think that ship has definitely sailed. However, this should be a very entertaining fight. Joaquin Buckley wins. It's the biggest win of his career, and he might get some title implications. He hasn't been to the dance yet, so it should be fun. It should be really fun. And now if Colby somehow loses by decision, that there's going to be some crossroads. There's going to be some thinking, oh, maybe he's going to retire soon. If he gets knocked out, I think he's definitely retiring. He haven't really seen much of him lately. He used to be in the limelight when he was in the title contention, and now you haven't seen a whole lot of Colby lately, ever since the Masvidal stuff and so on and so forth. So should be interesting. We'll see what happens, but I'm very much looking forward to this. This will be a great way to end the year and then start the new year fresh with some awesome UFC stuff. So some cards, the next pay-per-view. So let's end the year with a bang. Let's get straight to this. This is the Hair.